What's going on, guys? Oh my god, what a crazy week. So, just to summarize everything that's going on right now, we've had a lot going on in the hobby recently. We can all agree a lot's been going on in the hobby recently, and there's been a few changes. Well, I'd say a few. There's been some changes in the hobby, specifically when it comes to grading here in the UK, and also PSA. Also, I've also been updating us all on their whole situation as well. So today we're going to be covering obviously what's going on in the hobby. We're going to be primarily looking at a little bit of Pokemon today and a little bit of One Piece today. But yeah, primarily let's find out what exactly is going on in the hobby. So it's crazy. We've all caught up with it, but basically Ace Grading here in the UK, really nice labs by the way, like Ace, have now basically they've announced a new value bundle or new value tier for special members, and they've also increased the turnarounds and the prices for the other values also as well. So basically Ace Grading, UK based grading company, it has a good representation as far as I'm aware. So they've been really cool. They've been really good with grading recently. Obviously, they are becoming a little bit more known out there in the wilder set of Europe. I would say they want to obviously advance into Europe, but basically they've now included like a new tier for exclusive members, and then on top of that as well, you're going to see more like a 50% increase minimum on the lower tiers, which is crazy. That's crazy. They're charging PSA prices that the slabs are not going to be like a PSA like PSA value. It's insane. It's actually quite crazy. I mean, they've got a lot of backlash on this online anyway, and like it says, if you're going to be charging PSA prices, you better expect a PSA return. So that's crazy. Up to like some of the tiers, like literally some of them are a bit insane. So like just for the basic, like for the old prices for like basic was like £12, that's $16. New pricings $24. That's increased by 50%. Standard used to be £15, which was $20. And then obviously you got the pricing of the £25, which is the new pricing, and $34. That's 67% increase on that price. Premier, which was £18, is now which is $24, and then the new pricing is £32 from 18 to 32. That's wild. That's $43 over in that territory. Well, 78% increase. Ultra, which was £25, $34, is now £60, $81. That's 140% increase. And then you've got luxury, which was £50, $67, which is now gone to £120 and costs $161. That's 140% increase. And also as well, collectors, if you want to join that value tier, or that A Select membership, you've got to pay £199 up front. You do get some sort of return on like and no increase of prices. So you do get some sort of return on it. I forgot. I think they'll credit your account, but it doesn't really sound that enticing to me overall. I mean, I think like the biggest thing here that we're looking at is it's just a come out of nowhere. As it does absolutely come out of nowhere. Like I said, they're charging PSA prices for their car grading and the surface yet you're not going to get PSA returns on the slab. So, and longer turnarounds. The turnarounds have increased as well. Yeah, the turnarounds is another thing. But that's just the state of the hobby at the moment. Everybody wants to grade their cards, so that's just that. But yeah, that's wild. That's really wild to me. But anyway, let's talk about PSA, because that is a whole other new thing that we've also got to get into as well. So yeah, PSA, just going off obviously what they said on their Twitter. So we've seen a significant surge in submissions following our announcement of an additional 200 million investment in PSA infrastructure and services. That increase has pushed our active queue to nearly 10 million cards. To help protect the submissions already in our care, PSA is temporarily pausing all submissions for all new value service tiers effective Tuesday, June the 2nd, 2026 at 3 p.m. So obviously you can get more details on that, but basically all the value tiers are going to be paused. They've got a massive backlog, which I've got cards at PSA. I'm sure a lot of you guys have got cards at PSA at the moment as well. Like, what are these time's going to be looking at? Like, are we going to be still? Like, we already know that PSA goes over their allocated times by a mile, but how long are we looking to get our cars back now that we know that there's a backlog? I mean, yeah, it's all great and well making us aware of it now, but you know, we sent these off like a month ago, 2 months ago, how many months ago, and we're still waiting back to hear what's going on. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be waiting for a while for our cars to come back, guys. That's just the nature of the game, unfortunately. So yeah, if you're a PSA fan, if you're not a PSA fan, you know, it's just one of them things. PSA has been very controversial lately. A lot of people are trying to pivot, but with pivoting comes more demand and more pressure on other grading services. So I know Tag has paused with some of their intermediacies because, you know, they have a backlog also as well. And I know Ace obviously done a little bit of a pause where they had a backlog. So I imagine that we're still probably going to see the same sort of territory and sort of turnout. You know, if Beckett start getting a little bit of backlog, but Beckett take a while anyway. And then obviously you've got like CGC also on AGS and a few of the others. But yeah, that's just what the hobby's like at the moment. Everybody's looking to grade. Everyone's looking to obviously turn a profit on the cards that they either pulled by or likewise. But yeah, it's a bit crazy at the moment in terms of how long we gotta wait, price increases, time turnaround increases. It's just wild. But yeah, let's just move on and let's talk about something else that's actually happening. This one's timed with One Piece. So the One Piece promo magazine, which we all wanted to get our hold on. It was the One Piece magazine, volume 21. There was a little bit of a communication where you could pre-order the magazine, which came with the yellow promo. We got a promo, the red promo earlier on, and that was absolutely amazing. Everyone wanted it. It was such a cool promo. It was awesome. It's absolutely awesome. However, they've come out with obviously this promo. It allowed those who was able to obviously create an Amazon Japan account and then pre-order it. There was a limit of 5 at the time, so I think a lot of people went in there. I ordered 2. A few I know a few others probably ordered a little bit more, or they re-released it again and then they ordered some more. But by the looks of it, they are now cancelling any orders that are over 2. The allocation of 2 looks like we will still stick with it, but if you ordered more than that, unfortunately your order is being cancelled. This communication has already gone out. A lot of us would already know if you have already ordered. They did make it readily available, but unfortunately they couldn't meet the allocation. So surprise, it's crazy. I don't understand how a company as big as Amazon now, Amazon Japan, Amazon worldwide, you know, you release the allocation to say, yeah, you can order 5, pre-order 5, and then kind of overestimating the amount of people that are going to order 5. Like, you can't meet the allocation numbers, and obviously you guys slim them down to obviously, we can't actually fulfill half the orders we've taken in. The order we've taken, which is quite funny. But you know, it happens. It absolutely happens. It's welcome to the new craze of the TGC world, because you know everybody wants an exclusive promo. Everyone wants that big hit, because we all know what some people can do. Some people will slap it in binders, the happy collectors. Some people will use it to obviously play within the TGC, but it's Japanese only, so you know, I imagine only Japanese players can really make use of that. There's going to obviously be some collectors that are probably just going to throw it away in some sort of storage until it climbs up to some ridiculous amount of money, or you've got the quick flippers who are just going to try and buy it, flip it, and then sell it to some poor person who didn't know the price of the card at the time. But yeah, this is the new norm for the hobby. I want to just have a kind of a hot take on everything, because I know everyone's talking about scalpers are taking everything, you know, botters taking everything online. You know, you've got the rip and shippers, you got everybody, you've got all sorts of different people all in the hobby that have come in here to make their money, take a piece of the pie, I should say. And everyone's like, oh, we've got to start doing our part to get back to normal. What will be normal? I just want to ask that question, because normal now, even if like a collector just offloaded everything, so you know what, most of the major collectors are not collecting anymore, releasing it back into the market, I'm not holding it anymore, let's get the demand back out there, is it going to drop back to the price it was originally? Are you going to still be able to find it sitting on shelves? You used to be able to walk into Smith's not too long ago and you used to be able to find Devolving Skies for retail. You used to be able to find Brilliant Stars for retail, Lost Origins for retail. Used to be even the Scarlet and Violet sets. You used to be able to find them anywhere. Yeah, you see videos online of everything. They used to be people like, oh, the better times. They were the times, and you guys need to. We all need to kind of have the realization that what's going to be the new norm is now. Is it ever going to go back to it? You know, these prices aren't going to ever drop back down. Like the Bubble Mew's not going to drop back down to 200 quid, like it was. The Charizards from Phantasma Flame, which was out of the gate, it came out some ridiculous prices, not going to go back down mysteriously to that. Like, I know we had that sort of crazy spike. I think it was 2023, 2024, where like 151 just kept going up and down, up and down, up and up and down, up and down. Now it's reaching an all-time high. And some of these other sets are going to reach all-time high. Yeah, you know, you've got your Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, which I think is a really great set, you know, but it's come out right after it's following on from Ascended Heroes. Everybody still wants Ascended Heroes. Everyone still wants God Packs. Another thing is that the new set Abyss Eyes with Darkrai looks absolutely amazing. Like, as soon as the SAR was announced, like, the box is sold out. You saw the ripping shippers just have an absolute frenzy, and people just like buy, trying to get Darkrai. So I imagine Pitch Black's gonna be crazy as well, unfortunately. So yeah, better get them the camping chairs out and start waiting outside even earlier, because they are the scalpers and the flippers, and everybody's going to be out in force. I just hope the collectors and people that literally just want to rip it and enjoy it, probably stick it in your binder, look at it, and, you know, stroke the little plastic wallet from time to time just to say, oh my god, I got this in collection. I hope we can get it, because it's getting it's already got out of hand. It's already gone past that point. But now, yeah, it's kind of crazy out here, man. Like, I'm already seeing the reaction videos of people just wilding out there. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. But anyway, that's it for me. That's my rant over to you guys. And also as well, I just wanted to obviously do a little reminder. I've got a little giveaway of the 3 starters from the first partner collection just there. So these could still be yours. The giveaway was in my last video. So if you watched the last video, go and like it. Leave a comment down below your favorite starter, Pokemon, the reason why. And basically, I'm looking to get to 500 subscribers. So as soon as I get to the 500 subscribers, I'm going to give them away. Probably going to slap a little bit of a mystery product on top as well. No, it's not going to be Perfect Order or any of the you know, mess sets, as people like to go. I will give something relatively away. I've just got to decide on what that's going to be. But it will be a sealed product. But yeah, guys, over to you. So comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts and feelings are on this whole Ace situation, grading situation. Obviously, the Amazon pre-orders getting cancelled. And yeah, it'd be nice to obviously get your insight. But I'll see you all guys in the next video. And I just hope your pulls remain to be epic. You, if you're a collector, you continue to collect them epic sealed products, and your inventory continues to obviously give you epic profits back. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Absolutely love you all. Peace and take care.